remember that roughly 3-month period in which we all came together as a community to pretend that Frankie Grande was a celebrity? I know that's low-hanging fruit. But that was fucking shameless. We got who for the summer stage? Oh, her brother. That's good. It is good. It's a good theater school. You guys ever have mental conversations with yourself? Alright, not as reassuring as it would have looked. I don't like those, because for me they tend to only happen when one part of my brain is entertaining a thought so stupid that a separate part of my brain has to intervene and be like, what's going on? Like recently I was on a plane, and it was boring, and I was only on there for like 30 minutes when a voice in my head goes, ugh, and I ignored it. And then a few minutes later, that same voice goes, ugh. And because my brain and I have never been the best communicators, I ignored it again. And a few seconds later, it goes, ah, fuck, Jesus fucking shithorse, get me off this plane, Jesus Christ, I want to leave. And this goes on for so long that a separate part of my brain has to turn on and be like, what? And then this guy's taking it back. He's like, what? But he's not fucking around, he's already up. He's like, what are you screaming about? I just don't want to be on this plane right now. It's not my favorite place in the world at this moment. What? I don't want to have to be sitting down right now. If we didn't have to sit on this plane right now, what do you think we'd be doing instead? And then he has to think for a second because he knows he's cornered. And he's like, we'd probably be sitting somewhere else by choice. Yeah, because you're lazy and out of shape. Yeah, and socially incapable in group settings. And then it goes on like that for a while. I won't do it. I do wish that I was that articulate when talking to real people, because I actually have an easier time talking to children like adults than I do talking to adults like adults. Like if an adult stranger is like, can you pass me that piece of paper? I'd be like, oh yeah, this one right here? Yeah, no problem. Oh, no, thank you. Have a good day. But if a child is like, do you want to see a drawing I did? I'll be like, are you looking for actual feedback? Or is this just a self-congratulatory type thing? Because God forbid, a grown man with a neck tattoo doesn't think I am the most polite person in the universe. But God forbid a child think I'm weak. Things like this are what you have to worry yourself with when you don't really have a personality. Speaking of which, sometimes I'll wear Hawaiian shirts. Because I don't think I deserve to be that happy. I don't hate myself. I would never buy a real t-shirt and cut the sleeves off, but once every 2 months I'll wake up and reach for real person clothes and be like, I haven't earned that. And I'll throw on a short sleeve button down with crudely painted flowers on it and go out into the world to face the consequences of that decision. Alright, I'm gonna tell a story and then I'm gonna get the fuck off stage. I went to church with my family this Christmas Eve, like the good little fraud I am. And about halfway through the Mass, a young child started violently crying, which I was raised Catholic, so I knew that was part of it. But what wasn't part of it was what happened next, when the 65-year-old man sitting alone in front of me chuckled softly, and then, without smiling or looking at anyone, muttered to himself, he cried for our sins. I had the same reaction. Unfortunately, I realized all too late that I was the only person in the building that had heard this, which prompted everybody in the facility to turn around and give me a dirty look, including this 65-year-old man. Do you understand how betrayed I felt? This motherfucker had the audacity to say the funniest thing I have ever heard in a place of worship, and then look at me like he hadn't. Satan is real, and he makes poorly timed jokes at your expense. Thank Thank you very much.